Ashley Land, and welcome to another episode of Firehouse Foods. Today we're at Station 4 with firefighter Lauren Bennett. Lauren, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Firefighter, paramedic for the city of Grand Prairie. Been here 15 years in December. Been at Station 4 for 10 years, kind of calling it home. Been through 2 lieutenants and got another good one. They're trying to get me to run off. But we enjoy life out here. They moved the box out, so there's just 3 of us here per shift now, so it's kind of quiet and pretty good station. Smaller station.
So what are we going to be making today?
What we're going to be making today is, it's called a tri-tip roast.
Okay.
Where I learned about this was we used to go work cows at a ranch in West Texas, and after we would get finished working cows, the owner always had a huge chunk of meat, and there was like 10 or 12 of them on this huge mesquite fire. So we got to ask him what it is, and it's tri-tip. Come back, did a little reading on it, studying on it, and it's called the Santa Maria steak.
And what are we going to be making with the tri-tip?
Of course, baked potatoes with cheese and butter.
Okay.
If you have some bacon bits to put on it, or chives, whatever. And then we're going to have some whole kernel corn with cream cheese and green chilies mixed in.
Okay, Lauren, so what's the first thing we need to do?
First thing we need to do is get the potatoes, wash them, scrub them off, make sure there's no dirt on them. Take your fork, poke holes all in them like that, all over. What that does is it lets the butter melt, things like that get inside the potato. All right, after you poked your holes in the potato, you take your butter, and once you start moving on, you can see it in the pores. It gets down in the potato. Smooth it all over. Make sure you get a lot of butter because it tastes better that way. I like a kosher salt to put on it. All right. And I'm not much of a salt person, but kosher salt's okay, I guess, and sea salt will work. Just kind of roll it around. Once you do that, just wrap it up like a regular baked potato then. And then put on 400 for about, I don't know, an hour. Just till you reach in there with a rag, mush them, and they kind of give.
So after we get the potatoes in the oven, our next step
is we're gonna go ahead and get the corn going. What it is whole kernel corn, a can of green chilies. After you get the chilies in, your corn in, then you got your Philadelphia brand cream cheese. You don't have to worry about cutting it up. It'll melt. Get it open here. And I can do this without getting my hands dirty sometimes. There we go. Take a little bit of black pepper, or whatever seasoning you would like in there. I prefer black pepper. And then set it over on the fire. When you put it over the fire, little medium to heat, a little bit higher than medium heat. There's not really a time limit on it. You just do it till all the cream cheese melted, and it has like a cream mixture all the way around. It's all even, mixed in with the corn, the green chilies. It's probably 10 or 15 minutes with a medium heat or a little higher.
Okay, so we've got the corn on the stove, we've got the potatoes in the oven. I'm assuming the meat is next.
Season the meat.
Okay.
Now, we're seasoning it here and everything, but it's better if you season this up and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. Wrap overnight. The flavors in, it soaks into the meat. If you have a vacuum sealer, really works good. Vacuum seal it and sucks all the air out and all the flavor goes in. When you season it, just put a little bit of salt all over, just a dusting of it actually. Cover it up and then flip it over and do the same thing. You'll also do it with the pepper. I like a little bit of a spicier taste on my steaks, so we're going to put a little bit thicker on the pepper side.
So I'm sure you've heard this is my favorite part.
Yes, we all get to taste.
The eating part. Okay. Oh wow, I guess people are missing out.
They are.
That's delicious. Folks, if you'd like a copy of today's recipe, you can find it at gptx.org/firehousefoods. Well, everyone, that's all we have for today. Make sure you join us for another tasty episode of
Firehouse Foods.